The crypto report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today we are live streaming the Bitcoin and crypto charts the day ahead of the FOMC meeting tomorrow. During the FOMC meeting, I do want to do a live stream for you guys, so I'm going to make that happen. If you guys want to see the markets react directly to Federal Chair Jerome Powell's speech and his decision, whatever it may be tomorrow, whether he raises the interest rates or pauses them, I'm going to be doing that stream for you guys tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. That's going to be a lot of fun. But today there is a lot more stories tumbling down our way here in the pipeline of crypto stories. FTX, Binance hitting stories in crypto.com, really just staying out of headlines. If anything, when crypto.com is making headlines, it's good. It's positive news, which is a very interesting thing. But guys, there's been a lot of questions up in the air right now of where the heck are we at in this bear market? I mean, are we coming down to $20,000 already, or are we going back up to 30K? Heck, are we going to 45K towards the end of the year and then getting ready for a bull run in 2024 and then we get rich? Well, guys, we're going to talk about how to get rich in crypto, some of the best strategies to do that today. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I'm going to talk to you about some of my strategies and how I've had some success in this market and what I plan to do as we get closer to this bull market, and looking at some of the stories, how I kind of put the magnifying glass on here and really inspect these things to decide what's what, where I want to be in this market, and what lies ahead, guys. If you like the content, tap that like button for me, subscribe to the channel for more content, and buckle up, guys. This is a live stream. We got a live audience. If you've got questions right now, put them in the comments down below. If there's some coins you want to talk to me about, put them in the comments down below. I'll do a little Q&A towards the end, and maybe even throughout if you guys have some good questions on any particular story that I'm talking about. But this is an interactive experience for you and for me. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you got your cup of coffee. Let's get into it because there is a lot going on today, folks. There's a lot going on today. So right now, the crypto... I'm in a goofy mood today, guys. The crypto markets are doing all right. So everybody just settle down. No, crypto markets are doing all right. Bitcoin is currently at $27,100. Life's pretty good, guys, when you're floating above $25,000. Now, if we dip down to $20,000, hey, John 13 bought a little BTC. I like what I'm hearing. Like to hear that, John. Good to hear. Good morning. And Arieso wants to ask a question. Please do ask that question, my friend. Bitcoin sitting at 27K is pretty good. Now, if we get down to 20K, are you going to be sad? Are you going to be upset? No, you're going to be happy, guys. You're going to be happy. You get dollar cost average in. And heck, if you don't have cash on the sidelines, hopefully you have some coming in. Maybe you could dollar cost average in at those levels, but that doesn't matter. That's not how we're going to get rich in crypto, buying every single dip. You don't have to buy every single dip. Is it better if you buy every single dip? Yeah, of course, it's better. You buy the prices lower, you're going to make more money, but that's not what you need to do to get crypto rich only. There's a simpler strategy to it than timing the market and buying the lowest points, okay? Buying lower is always good. The goal is to get the lowest price possible, but you don't have to necessarily buy every single dip, guys. Bitcoin doing okay. Ethereum actually not doing as good as Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin dominance is up. Ethereum's price is actually at its all-time low right now versus Bitcoin, guys. It's at its all-time low versus Bitcoin for the year. Arias is asking me, am I familiar with Chain of Expose? I am not familiar with that at all, my friend. Ethereum is not performing as well as Bitcoin right now. Now, in a bull market, guys, if you asked me the question, what coin do I think is going to produce more gains from the bottom to the top in the next bull market? Which coin is more likely to make me more money? The answer is likely Ethereum in my mind. The reason being is because it's a smaller market cap and it's got more utility. People can build on it, all these variety of things. But you ask me which one's safer, it's always going to be Bitcoin, guys. It's always going to be Bitcoin. And the truth is, right now in a bear market, if you're accumulating, if you're trying to accumulate a position in crypto, if you buy into Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin starts going up in a big way, and you start to sell off that Bitcoin for some of your alts. Not all your Bitcoin. Yeah, Victor says it's good when we have audio. Good morning. I agree, Victor. That's good. You know, when Bitcoin goes up, if you've been dollar cost averaging in Bitcoin and you're making money in Bitcoin, one of the best ways to get rich in crypto is to focus on accumulating that Bitcoin. When a bull market comes, then eventually an altcoin rally follows. So you make your gains initially in Bitcoin because technically in a bear market, Bitcoin should be one of the best performing assets in the entire market. Are there exceptions? Yes, there's exceptions. What are some of the exceptions? Well, Caspa is a fantastic example of an exception. Let's take a peek at Caspa right now. I'd never talk about this coin, but it's a great example of a token that's performing in a bear market. What was the best performing token in the last bear market? It was actually, I think it was Chainlink was one of them. Now, Caspa is looking to break out to all-time highs right now, which is absolutely incredible. It's at $1 billion market cap. Right now, the rank of this thing is currently sitting at like, if it's at $1 billion, let's see. Right now, the rank of this coin is sitting at, $1 billion. So, not even, for some reason, okay, so it's got $1 billion market cap, and for some reason, it's not even making it into the top of the chain here. That is so darn interesting to me that Caspa's not even popping up here. Now, that's another good example, guys, of why you got to be careful when it comes to, excuse me, my monitor just died on me. You got to be careful when it comes to trusting CoinMarketCap, guys, because you type in Caspa here, which is a very well-performing token. You can see the market cap's $1 billion. Okay, well, let's go look at it on the list of overall markets here. So now you're going to see it's not even in here. I'm looking at $1 billion. I'm not seeing Caspa. So there you go, guys. For those of you guys that have seen some of these things with CoinMarketCap in the past, let's look at it this way. We've talked about the exchange. Look at the exchange listings. Crypto.com's not even like in this rank. They're ranked number 16. They should be closer to the top here. I don't really trust CoinMarketCap 100%, right? It's a good, quick thing to go to get your bearings. But the fact that they're not listing Caspa is actually really shocking to me, guys. It's actually really shocking to me. And a matter of fact, I'm going to see if CoinGecko is choosing to list this token or not. For those of you that are wondering, what is Caspa? Caspa is essentially another Ethereum competitor. It's a new Solana. It's a new project that's popping up and people are getting excited about it. And, frankly, it's performed really, really, really well on this bear market. And I'm trying to get my screen sharing back up. So if you look at the $1 billion market caps here, let's see. Okay, so yeah, they have Caspa here. You can see right here, Caspa, ranked number 44. Now, why doesn't CoinMarketCap have that listed? I have no idea. But back to my main point, guys. When it comes to making money in these markets, buying Bitcoin is typically going to make your money go further for you as we approach a bull market. As that bull market gets closer and you start to make gains on Bitcoin, then we start to dollar cost average into some of these other tokens, guys. And we start to get into some of these other tokens. So hold on, guys. I got to fix my screen here. We got to get this all situated. And boom, I think we're back. Oh, now I'm messing up big time. Let's get back over here. Okay. So, Bitcoin is best to buy at first, guys. And then you dollar cost average it, in my opinion, to some of these other projects. Because in the meantime, Ethereum seems to be falling down versus Bitcoin. And if that's the case, then that's actually posing a pretty decent problem for anybody trying to dollar cost average into other altcoins, not just Bitcoin. So this is something that I look at in a big, big way right now. And I'm pretty interested to see how this will continue to play out for investors that are buying some altcoins versus buying Bitcoin right now. I think that it's something that you really have to take into consideration, guys. Give me 1 second. I need to fix this. I got to fix this up. There we go. Okay, we're back, guys. We are back. We're back. Wouldn't be a stream unless we had some issues, yeah? Okay, so let's get into this, guys. Let's look at the chart for the day. So right now, Bitcoin is, and the crypto market, overall market cap is up on 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row of Bitcoin and the overall market being up, which is pretty good to see, guys. Which is pretty darn good to see. We definitely like to see that. Now, I'm going to pull this over here. We're almost there, folks. Bitcoin's up. So is crypto. And we're at the top of a key band. Now, we bounced off the $1 trillion level pretty essentially there, guys. And we're moving back up to a $1.07, $1.08 trillion market cap. Is there a chance we come back down to these levels I was looking at? Absolutely. But in the meantime, Bitcoin wanted to have a little rally first. Now, is it possible for Bitcoin to get up to this $27,900 price level? Absolutely. Absolutely. I see some familiar faces in the chats there. We are looking at a $27,000 target on the upside here, and we're potentially looking at getting back down to, honestly, $21,000. Now, one thing that I was anticipating was the FOMC meeting to come and Federal Chair Jerome Powell raising the interest rates. Well, that's looking increasingly like that's not going to happen. And so we might continue to rally in the meantime. But I'm a fan of dollar cost averaging. And now I'm looking into Bitcoin. Yes, please. If Y asked, is it too late to buy Caspa? You know, that's a great question. And I'll be totally honest with you. I missed Caspa entirely. I didn't buy Caspa. Is it too late to buy Caspa? It's really dangerous to buy these things at all-time highs. This thing's about to break out to another all-time high right now. Is it bad to buy? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's probably bad to buy because you're probably FOMOing in right now. Now, does that mean that this thing might not go to a $10 billion market cap and you might miss a 10x? Well, I mean, anything's possible, guys. Anything's possible. What happened with Solana? Solana did what Caspa's doing, essentially. It came out of nowhere. It moved up in a big way. Same thing happened with, like, what's that other token that everybody was in love with? Luna. Oh, gosh. And I hated Luna. But everybody was buying Luna, and it kept going up and kept going up. And I sat on the side. I was like, I'm not going to buy this because it just keeps going up. And it kept going up. Well, eventually, Luna did die. Solana didn't die. Solana just crashed down. But yeah, it's likely too late, but that being said, it could 10x from here. Absolutely. And it could 10x in a bear market for all I know. I mean, who knows? If it's really a great new popular token and there's maybe new financial institutions that are getting invested in this, we're going to find out behind the scenes at some point. You never know. You never really know. Yeah, Chrome and Empire just said in the comments down below, Solana was boosted by FTX. Well, what if Caspa is getting boosted by some entity that we don't know about either? It's certainly possible. But does that make me want to go buy it? No. I want to be careful, guys. I want to be conservative. I'm focusing on building my bags on things that I know, trust, have done the research on, and really know. Caspa is too new for me to feel comfortable personally. But if I wanted to put a little bit, $500, $1,000 in there, maybe that's one thing. But we need to also be conservative. Crypto's already very risky. You don't need to add extra risk by getting into something that's at the top of its price, right? If you bought Crocoin at 95 cents, you're probably kicking yourself really hard right now, and you probably hate Crocoin, and you probably, frankly, aren't even watching this live stream if you only bought it at 95 cents after they announced that they had the Staples Center naming rights deal. You want to buy at the lows. You don't need to buy the exact lows, but you need to buy at the lows. You need to dollar cost in over time. Now, I'm focusing on buying Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, and then I'm going to continue to get back into my positions. Now, I love Crocoin. I bought a bunch of Crocoin. Did I sell that Crocoin because it was a bear market? No. I'm not selling my other bags that I intended on holding through this bear market. Those are just the bags that I have. I'm holding those bags. Those bags aren't going to change. But in the meantime, I'm accumulating Bitcoin in an effort to then, when Bitcoin starts rallying up, accumulate altcoins in a bull market, not in the accumulation phase of the bear market, because the accumulation phase of the bear market is still an altcoin rally down. Now, we have been saying to accumulate Crocoin. That is true. If you only want to buy Crocoin, if your focus is on buying Crocoin, it's still a good idea to buy Crocoin if you're not interested in buying Bitcoin. But I prefer to buy Bitcoin right now with the promise then of buying Crocoin after I make some money on some Bitcoin. As that starts to go up, Crocoin will follow. That's just how it works, guys. And you can see that when you look at the chart of Bitcoin versus Crocoin and Crocoin versus Bitcoin, guys. So that's something that I'm looking at. Crypto Runner says, my first Crow buy was about 2 years ago for 16 cents. Saw it run up to 95 cents. That was a spectacular time. Good morning, everybody, for just joining us. Welcome. I've got my coffee. Let me take a sip. I got all my tech issues fixed. My iPad died, which is where I share my screen. Oh, you know, it's always an adventure, guys. It's always an adventure, folks. So let's get into some of the stories now that we got a couple folks. Now, tap the like button for some of this news because I think that the real culprits behind the FTX collapse are finally going to be held accountable, folks. FTX bankruptcy estate sues Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, Joseph and Barbara, to claw back misappropriated funds. The filing, redacted in parts, asked the court to award FTX estate damages, the return of any property given or payment to the parents. What is this saying? Barbara and Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, they're going to have to pay some money, and FTX is suing them. This is extremely interesting, folks. SBF's parents accused of masterminding parts of FTX deception, appropriating over $30 million. Now, guys, if you've been watching this content, we talked about this already. We talked about this in the days the FTX collapsed. We exposed Sam Bankman-Fried's parents months and months ago, and the media is just latching onto it now. Does this show you the lies that have been going on in the media and in government about this FTX exchange? We know that Sam Bankman-Fried bribed politicians, but we didn't hear in the media about his parents. You heard it from us, you heard it from other YouTubers, but you didn't hear it from the media. And now you're hearing it today. And the big question you might be asking yourself right now, guys, is SBF's parents accused of masterminding parts of FTX deception, are they going to jail too? I certainly hope so. These folks deserve to see some jail time. Their life should be over because at the end of the day, they are the ones that ended their son's life. Think about it, guys. If you're a parent, I'm not a parent yet. I just got married. I'm excited about it. Hopefully one day I can be a parent, God willing. That'd be spectacular. But I'm not yet. When I am a parent, I couldn't even fathom the idea of setting my son or daughter up to end up being the mastermind behind one of the biggest exchange frauds, deception acts in all of crypto history, and then going to jail for the rest of your life. That's what their son is going to be doing. That is what they've accomplished as parents. What have you accomplished as a parent? Well, I defrauded billions of dollars from customers of my son's exchange, and he's going to go rot in jail, and he's a vegan, and he's only got water and peanut butter, and yep, everybody hates him now. We've done a lot here as parents. It's tremendous. That's what they've got going on right now, guys. That's what FTX's parents have done. These guys deserve jail time. That's the only way that I feel bad for Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, do I really feel bad for Sam Bankman-Fried? No, he's a piece of, trash. And I don't like him at all. And he knows exactly what he was doing. But unfortunately, he was having horrible guidance from his family, from his parents. Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it, my friends. And this is going to come to a head, guys. I think that they're going down. I think the Bankman-Frieds all across the board are going down. Now, there are a lot of FTX things that are going on. Croman Empire says the whole FTX scandal stinks like a hog farm in July. Yee-wee! I couldn't agree more. Binance is supposedly separate from crypto custodian Cefu. So let's just zoom out again, guys. You're looking at articles about FTX. FTX is gone. FTX is gone. They're dead. They're criminals. That's over. But they're going to relaunch the exchange. Are you going to use them? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. We're going to put out a poll. Here's the question, guys. If FTX relaunches, will you use the exchange? Will you use the exchange, my friends? You let me know. Okay, you let me know. You're going to use the exchange? Are you going to use the exchange? If they relaunch, is that something that you're going to use? Because I'm certainly not going to. Now, if you are, more power to you, but be careful, please, because clearly they defrauded customers. Maybe they're going to do it again. I don't know. Bad headlines for FTX. How about Binance? Binance is getting bad headlines as well, folks. Bad headlines as well, unfortunately. Now, I don't want to FUD Binance because I think that it's important that Binance survives. But I'm going to be honest, guys. They crossed a couple cables. Binance has gotten themselves into questionable situations, or at least the government has successfully framed them as having been put into some questionable situations regarding money laundering here. This Cefu custodian where they're afraid they're going to send all the U.S. customer funds overseas and scam a bunch of U.S. citizens. You know, there's all these stories going on. FTX is in negative headlines. Binance is in negative headlines. Just do yourself a favor, too, and Google SEC crypto. You're never going to see crypto.com and the SEC in the same sentence. You're never going to see crypto.com and the SEC in the same sentence. You're going to see the CFTC and crypto.com in the same sentence. But unlike negative stories that have come out with the CFTC and Binance having been used in the same sentence, there's positive headlines about crypto.com and the CFTC being used in the same sentence. Why? Because they launched a CFTC regulated product. There's not a lot of negative news about crypto.com, guys. Satoshi, Chrome Man, welcome. Binance is supposedly separate from custodian Cefu. A lot of you guys might be wondering, what the heck is this story about? Well, as the regulators prepare to square off with one of the world's biggest crypto exchanges in court, Cefu has denied any ties to Binance or U.S. operations. The reality is murkier. The reality is murkier. Is the reality really murkier? Well, the answer is actually kind of yes. It's very, very strange. Not good to see a sponsored ad on CoinDesk from Crypto.com if you guys caught that real quick. But here's the deal. Regulators are concerned over the apparent use of Cefu by the U.S. arm of the world's largest crypto exchange because they're weary of giving the foreign entity control over American customer assets, a reasonable thing in writing for some entity of the U.S. to be concerned about. KuCoin also with an ad showing they're pretty strong as well. I like KuCoin a lot. I do. I think KuCoin's pretty good. In June, the Securities and Exchange Commission sued Binance, the exchange for international arm of Binance Holdings and Binance founder CZ, for allegedly operating an unlicensed security exchange. This is the big issue the SEC has with Binance. The agency is now seeking to ensure American users' assets won't be squirreled overseas before judicial proceedings conclude. Not a Binance entity. It's so interesting because this Cefu product was called Binance Custody. And there is factually a lot of entities that have been launched called Binance this, Binance that weren't actually owned by Binance, which is very, very interesting. Binance US was arguably that at one point too, but it seems like they walked that back, which is kind of interesting. But this name was inspired by Binance's secure asset fund for users, and so it's a play off of Safe, and here you go. So, but they are claiming that they were not tied and claiming there's no relation to Binance. So there's an argument going on right now, but there's also in question, it was called Binance. So who's telling the truth here? The reality is murkier. It's murky because we don't really know the truth right now. Now, of course, CZ is coming out and saying Binance US does not use and has never used Cefu or Binance Company custody. Now, if this is true, then we have a serious, rampant issue in the media of lies and lies and lies and more lies coming out day to day about Binance, which regardless if those lies are true or false, it's more bullish for Crypto.com than it is for Binance. And when it comes to who's the biggest competitor to Binance, the only answer in my mind is Crypto.com. Why? Because of the smart chain conversation. Only other exchange to have a competitive chain like Binance is Crypto.com. 2 EVM compatible chains, Binance Smart Chain and Cronos Chain. They are going to be the future of exchanges with chains and the largest exchanges I think, into the future. But Crypto.com seriously has a shoe up here, guys. And looking at this, Binance CEO had to recently address a U.S. executive exit. They recently had to come out and poise themselves to continue to fight. They know they're going to have to continue to battle the SEC here. They're denying these claims. And so CZ, they came out and said at a Binance U.S. executive quit or was fired, and they're having mass layoffs. The truth is CZ says, we're just getting such an attack here in the U.S. from regulatory bodies that I needed a more savvy CEO who could handle the pressure and fight the fight against these regulatory bodies. So he put somebody in that's prepared for that fight more so, and gave the other guy who was operating under calmer times, under a time of less battle with the regulatory agencies, he gave that guy a break, he's saying. Crypto.com doesn't have to deal with that. Just do yourself a favor, guys. Google Binance News. Look at the headline. Now put yourself in these shoes, guys. Just imagine for 1 second. I'm going to set the framework for you. Now just close your eyes and imagine this with me. You're brand new to crypto. You've never invested in crypto in your life. You're a brand new user. You come when the FOMO comes, when these bull market comes, when all of your friends that invested in crypto, when all these channels and all the people that are watching these channels are making money hands over fist in crypto, and the FOMO kicks into the market and we start getting a bull run and people start getting rich in crypto. There's going to be some newcomers that are looking where to buy crypto. Well, where are they going to go? Well, maybe you heard of Binance. Okay, well, let's Google Binance. I'm going to see what's going on. Do I want to use Binance? Well, what's Binance? Binance News. Oh, my gosh. SEC, House of Mirrors, judge denies. Oh, boy, it's terrible. I can't use Binance. That's too scary. Well, what about Crypto.com? Oh, I don't see any negative headline here at all. Google Binance, Google Crypto.com. Negative news for Binance, not negative news for Crypto.com. When it comes to getting new users, guys, this is an extreme competitive advantage. Google isn't going to hurt Crypto.com in this case. The media isn't hurting Crypto.com in this case. Matter of fact, they got the marketing partnerships out the wazoo. They've got their Twitter. They've got their main city game that they launched. That's a lot of success, a lot of fun. Got a lot of things going on, guys. I think that this is going to be very interesting to watch. And frankly, Binance is sitting on a cliff right now. I think it could come back up, guys. I don't think it needs to break down below this. But if it does, it has a massive, massive amount of downside. And, Crow versus Bitcoin, that's still coming down as well, guys. So that could certainly have, let me reconnect this really quick. This could certainly keep coming down, guys. I expect some more downside for Crow versus Bitcoin. You see the trend here, but eventually we're going to come back up to the top of these channels and we're going to have some massive gains, get back to all-time highs and crush $1. And then I think Crypto.com is going to compete against Binance. And frankly, guys, I think, there's going to be a lot of millionaires made from this token and just a lot of millionaires made from crypto overall. We got 15 likes in the chat and 27 viewers. I know we can get those likes up if you tap that like button. If you like the content, guys, I'm going to keep these live streams coming at you. Now, is the SEC out of line, guys? Well, what are we supposed to do to survive this? Is this battle going to come to an end? Well, right now, it's not even close to over. We're going to need to see this kind of come to an end, guys. And what can be done to kind of address the SEC? Well, this is what everybody's asking right now. This is what we're really worried about, guys. You can see we've had repeated actions against these crypto exchanges. And inevitably, we will see some kind of end to this battle that's going on, guys. We will eventually see this exchange come out and beat or lose to the SEC. We will eventually see crypto. Looks like my screen share crashed again on me, unfortunately. Eventually, we will see Binance come out of this. And we will see crypto industry get stronger than ever. And we will see full-on crypto adoption. We'll see the Bitcoin spot ETF get approved. That's likely coming in January, guys. And there's a lot more coming as well. Now, the SEC is so concerned about crypto. And they're so concerned about everybody and the protector of consumers. At the end of the day, that's the purpose of the SEC. You can look at it right here. The SEC and, they want cryptocurrencies to be declared securities. They want to make sure they protect the general public. That's what they want to do. That's the goal of the SEC, allegedly, is to protect the general public. Well, what is the SEC? Now, let me know in the comments down below. What on earth is the SEC doing to protect us against insider trading? And not going to pick sides here, but from Nancy Pelosi to Mitch McConnell to some of the top leaders in our government, in Congress, in the Senate, did you know that every single one of them, just look at the amount of money that these people have. How do they make all their money? They're not making $1 million a year being a part of government. It doesn't pay $1 million a year to become a part of our government. They make money from insider trading, guys. They make money from insider trading, and some of them allegedly made money from bribes from FTX, and that leads me to believe a lot of other ways they can make money as well. Another good example is a president. No matter who the president is, once they're out of office, they get rich as could be. How? Because they go out, they do a bunch of speeches, and they get a bunch of money. But besides speeches and getting money, Congress people and senators who approve the laws for different companies around the world and in the US, these people are putting out trades in advance of breaking news. They are insider trading. Now, if the SEC really gave a flying care about you and about me and about a fair economic system, you know what they do, guys? They would stop the insider trading. The SEC is responsible for overseeing insider trading. Did you know that? Did you know that? And it's just shocking to me that nobody is talking about this. Because if you're upset that the SEC is coming after crypto, well, you should be even more upset that the SEC is sitting on their thumbs over insider trading. It is not fair. It is a manipulated market. That's a fact, guys. That's one of the advantages of crypto because it's not as easy to manipulate for these entities because frankly, they don't have as big of positions in this, and there's no regulation they can really, well, there is regulation they can approve to change the trajectory of this. Don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. But it's not like you can do a trading embargo and this law for this firm and this for that. You can do a little bit of that, but not to the extent you can do with the traditional market, like with Tesla stock, with Microsoft, with NVIDIA, whatever they might be doing. I'm not accusing any of those stocks individually, but they can approve laws anytime, guys. And you can see Nancy Pelosi has made an insane amount of money. She's one of the best traders on planet Earth. And just something's telling me that she's not sitting there studying the charts. She just knows what's coming next. Mitch McConnell, same thing. You look at all these guys, left, right, center, up, down, don't matter to me. They're insider trading, guys. And the SEC's doing nothing about it. But the SEC is cool to attack crypto. What's the deal? It's a scam, guys. It's a scam. It's a fraud. And it's obvious. And that's the beauty of YouTube. That's the beauty of Twitter. We can get the message out directly. We're not getting canceled over this. I'm not picking sides. If you're a conservative, you don't hate me. If you're a liberal, you don't hate me. That's not the goal of this channel. I don't want to polarize you. That's not what we want to do here. I want to bring the truth. I want to uncover the reality. I want to show you guys what's happening behind the curtain, because there's a lot happening behind the curtain. And the truth is though they want us to be fighting each other on separate sides, the truth is we need to stick together. The truth is that this country is more divided than it's ever been before, and they love it. And I don't care, again, left, right, they're all working together, guys, up at the top. It's the masters of men versus the people. And they want us all to be sheep. They want us to be ants in the army. They want us to be ants in the army of complacency, of day to day, of your 9-to-5 job. Every day we show up here on this channel to try to help you break free from your financial prison, to learn about crypto so you can get rich, so you can escape your 9-to-5 if you're not happy. If you love your 9-to-5, maybe you keep doing your 9-to-5. I love my 9-to-5. I'm going to keep working. I love my job. But some people hate their job, and some people, that's not what they were meant to do. Some people were meant to be motivational speakers. Some people were meant to do community service. Some people were meant to be an entertainer. Some people were meant to be a singer, a comedian, whatever you want to be. But we are, in fact, in a financial prison. You know, I make good money, guys. I make good money in my job, okay? I'm lucky. I was raised in a good family. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. I've always been very lucky, and I know that. And I've gotten critique in my life for that. But that doesn't mean that I didn't work hard for what I got. I still worked hard for what I got. Some people had to work even harder. But I learned early on that the more you work, the better off you'll be. And that is on your own shoulders, guys. But if we start listening to every little thing that's going on here, and we just start saying, yes, sir, whenever our politicians speak, or, this or that, we're going to fall into the trap of the daily grind of the 9 to 5. I don't want you guys to do that, guys. We need to look at this, and we need to take this very seriously, guys. The SEC is doing nothing about insider trading, and they're saying that they have your best interest at heart. That's a lie. They don't. They have the companies that they're serving's best interest at heart. They have the politicians that are asking them for favors best interest at heart, because that's how Gary Gensler is going to make money too. It's them versus us, guys. And so if you've got a friend that you're not talking to because of politics, or you got a family member you're not talking to because of politics, you picked the wrong enemy. It's them up above us, not us. It is the people with the money. It is the people, it's the masses of men. It's the governments. It's the corporations that control the narrative that we're really battling here. And the only way we can really battle it is by discussing it in an open forum dialogue like I'm trying to do here today. We could do it in podcasts, which are growing in popularity for good reason right now. And we could do it by choosing a different financial system altogether and breaking free from the chains and shackles that they've created for us in modern day society, with inflation, with the price of eggs, with your 9 to 5 job, with the taxes that they're charging you. The escape is Bitcoin, folks. The escape is Bitcoin, because the SEC is never going to do anything about insider trading. That's never going to be fair. It's never, ever going to be fair, guys. There's no reason for it. We do have a big event coming up tomorrow, guys. The FOMC meeting is tomorrow. There's a 99% chance that inflation still needs a bigger fight. But there's a 99% chance that they're going to pause the rate hikes. Later on this year, there's likely going to be one more rate hike, but there's only a 1% chance tomorrow that they're actually going to raise the rates. So that could prove to be bullish for Bitcoin and crypto markets, and even the S&P 500 coming tomorrow. If I just kind of look at this really quick, looking at the chart, S&P 500 is coming down a little bit. Tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised when they pause the rate hike if this thing comes up and starts taking a stab at, getting a new high for the year, breaking above $4,600. We'll see how that plays out. I got a bunch of cash actually right now on the sidelines, and I'm looking forward to pulling the trigger into both the traditional market and into crypto, which I'll be doing here. I promised myself I'd be doing it after the FOMC meeting. I just want to see the results to that first before I unload my bags. And then if they don't raise the rates, I think we're going to have a little bit of a rally then leading into the next decision. And if they raise the rates at that point, I think we'd have a little bit of a dip. Or if we know that they're going to raise the rates next meeting, maybe we dip leading up to that, and it kind of prices itself in. So we'll see how it plays out. But how do we get rich in crypto, folks? You buy in the blue. You buy it over time. You got years here to buy it. You buy it over time. You buy it when it's down, not when the market's up at the hot in these heat pockets up here. But you buy it low. You buy Bitcoin. You average into altcoins, your favorite altcoins, after Bitcoin starts pumping and the altcoins are prepping for a bull market. Do your own research, guys, and don't listen to the media. Don't listen to the media. If you want to listen to the media, it's smart to take it with a grain of salt, but don't trust the media. It's all a lie. In the meantime, let's just keep building. We're building up. We are doing games here in crypto. Crypto.com has their own game. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. I'm earning $4 trillion a second right now, which is kind of fun. Not in real life, but in this game. You can earn money in this game. Cool. It's very neat. There's a lot of cool things coming to crypto. This is one of the more recent ones, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm still playing this game, guys. Victor Nowak says, wow, appreciate the truth. Yeah, I mean, man, people got to speak out more. We need to start preaching. It's tough, because this world is very polarized, and I don't like that. I don't like that, for example, I'm in a band. And, I sat down with a new bandmate recently. They were a sub for us, and he's our new guitar player. And he started getting into, like, politics or whatever, and I don't pick sides. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm a guy that I address each individual issue topic to topic. And I think really that's what we need to do instead of this tribalistic thing that we have going on right now. I think it's not very healthy. And I think that's the reason you see people that are so pro crypto and so anti crypto. The reality is that crypto is a great thing. The other reality is also there are a lot of risks. And so the people that hate crypto are correct in saying there's a lot of risks. Just look, Mark Cuban got $900,000 stolen from him. Jason Casper, an excellent TA trader and crypto influencer, just lost $700,000. This stuff happens all the time. In this year, I think the North Korea hacked like billions of dollars worth of crypto already. So like these things are all real, but we're very, very tribalistic right now. And I handle everything on a topic to topic issue. But, you know, we're in a real problem right now. I sat down with this guitar player and he brought up a bunch of opinions and he was saying one end of it. And I brought in just like kind of an outside opinion. And I didn't take any side, but I said, well, have you thought about it this way? And any other way to think about it other than the way that he was thinking about it, he looked at me like I was an idiot and like I was crazy. Now, whether I was crazy on one side or another, I'm not gonna share that with you, but I'm not crazy. You know, I mean, I just treat every issue as it can be, very matter of fact, and I think that there's a lacking amount of people doing that right now on every single political issue and on crypto. But I love what somebody said there. SEC is a political arm now. Absolutely, SEC is a political arm, guys. At the end of the day, you know, would I love to do a political channel and get into the real issues that are going on right now? Absolutely, but we can't do that. It's risky for the channel. But I can definitely still speak the truth to you guys about what I think on a day-to-day basis, because I don't side with any one party. I just don't do that. That's not a smart thing to do, in my opinion. If you're 100% on one side, I think you're 100% wrong, or at least 50% wrong, right? Because topic to topic, there's a real conversation that needs to go on. I think the biggest issue is that there isn't one that goes on. Really, what I would prefer us all to do is just kind of focus on bettering society, bettering our personal wealth, bettering our education about wealth. You know, you want to get rich in crypto, you want to provide for your family. Well, here's what I'll tell you guys. Time in the market beats timing the market. That's the facts. Doing your own research is essential here. And then if you've got kids and you want them to be successful and you want to raise a successful family, you need to educate your children too. You know, me and my wife were talking about, if we have a kid, how are we gonna parent? My parents are very, very open with me. Specifically, my mother. My mother has been very, very open with me when I was a kid. She'd show me how a mortgage works. She shows me how much you're paying towards the debt and the loan and the interest versus how much you're actually paying towards the property itself on a 30-year mortgage. In the beginning, you're paying majority just interest. You're not even buying your house in the beginning. You're just paying the interest. These are things that are important to understand, important to know, and you don't learn them. When you were 15, did you know what compound interest meant? And when you were 22, did you know what compound interest was? When you were 25, did you know what compound interest was? I didn't know. Nobody taught me what compound interest. My parents did a good job. They could have done better. I'm not dissing them. I'm actually happy for what they did, but I even want to do the next step up. I want to educate my children. I want to show them what's a budget. How do you do a budget? What's dollar cost averaging? What's cryptocurrency? What are the advantages? What are the risks? What are the disadvantages? What's good to do in the traditional market? What's options trading? How does options trading work? Is this something you want to consider? How to save? What's the best way to save money? These are all things to do. What happens when you make profit in the market? What do you do? What's the best way to take profit? Should you buy real estate? Should you do a rental income property? How does a rental income property work? These are all the things, guys, that we need to keep in mind as people, as investors, not just as crypto people, but as people making money in crypto, building our wealth, accumulating wealth, trying to pass that generational wealth to our family into the future. These are some of the things that we're going to be continuously exploring on this channel, guys. Continuously exploring this stuff. How's everybody doing? I felt a little ranty today. I needed to get a little bit ranty because I felt it. I felt it in my soul. I had to share these thoughts with you guys today. Now, if you like them, do me a favor, tap up the like button. because that helps us in the YouTube algorithm. If you think this message is important, share it with the world, guys. Share it with the world. I'm drinking out of my wife's mug right now. Let's see here. Lonnie, assuming you're a veteran. Hey, if you are a veteran, thank you for your service, Lonnie. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, look, it's easy for me to get worked up here because there's a lot of things that make me frustrated with what's going on today. I think, at the end of the day, we're being lied to all the time. It's really, really, really sad. Very, very sad. Now, I'm gonna end this poll. 94% of people say that they will not vote, or that they will not use FTX again. 6% of people say yes. I feel bad for the 6%. I feel bad for the 6%. I just don't think it's a good idea. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do, guys. I'll tell you this, though. The FTX token, as much as I hate to say it, it's probably going to pump. If the FTX exchange comes back, the token's probably going to pump. So I'll be on the lookout for that. All right, guys. That's all I got for you in this one. I have some stuff to go sell. Having a lot of success selling right now, guys. Do yourself a favor, guys. You've got a job. Probably. If you got a job, God bless you. If you don't, God bless you. Good luck. Find one. Need that money, guys. But if you've got a job, do yourself a favor. Put in the work. Put in the work, guys. Stay on that grind. I'm going to come here every single day. Every single day. I had COVID recently, and it knocked me down. You guys were probably watching. Did that stop me from making videos? No, I didn't stop from making videos. I didn't stop my daily job. I didn't stop my daily grind. I kept going, dude. I kept going, guys. I kept going through. I will continue to fight for my future. I will continue to put in the work so that it pays off, so that I can get that generational wealth, so I can enjoy the later years of my life. Keep that grind going, guys. You will thank yourself in 5 and 10 years. That's all I got in today, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, folks, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and if you want to become a member, you can join in the link in the description down below to support the channel. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget, guys, got videos coming at you later today. I'll see you next time. Peace.